The Crow Reboot Nipplegate is here, and you look at it. You look at it. There's no Nipplegate, but I like saying the word nipple. I think it's funny. What we do have, though, is our first look at the Crow Reboot, and we get to see Bill Skarsgard as the goth rocker Eric Draven and FKA Twigs as Shelley Webster. And Bill Skarsgard looks fantastic. He's sporting the heavy black eye makeup, and he's got a whole bunch of crazy tattoos. More specifically, he has a tattoo of a face, and there's a tattooed eye, and then the other eye is a nipple, which got me giggling and actually got the internet giggling. I'm not the only person that thinks it's silly looking, but also cool at the same time. It's got a weird dichotomy to it. And he's sporting a much shorter hairdo, and the first image that comes to my mind is the terrible, terrible Jared Leto Joker. And I don't think that this is where it's going to go. But, of course, it's like having trauma. Like, you see this, you're like, but that's not what I remember. But I don't think this is the direction that it's going to go. But this hairdo is not what you're used to. When you think of the Crow, you think of the legend and the icon that is Brandon Lee and his original portrayal of the Crow. This is cinema royalty. This got such a cult following that when you think of the Crow, you see Brandon Lee as the Crow, and those memories flood to you. And then you see this, and this is not like it, but this is not uncharted territory for Bill. Bill has done, I say Bill like we're friends. I'll call him Skarsgard from now on, but Skarsgard's hard for my Appalachian self to say. Skarsgard, I'm going to say Bill again. Skarsgard's tough. Bill has done this before. He has taken a role that was already more cinema royalty, a role of Pennywise in the It series, which was already incredibly well portrayed by Tim Curry. What a fantastic performance as Pennywise. Again, a legend in cinema on its own merit. But you take Bill's version, and it's like two sides of the same coin. Both of these characters live together and separately in the theater of my mind. I see Bill's version of Pennywise, and I see Tim Curry's version of Pennywise, and they're both there, and they're both fantastic. And that's kind of the direction that I see this going for me, with Bill being Eric Draven. Brandon Lee's version of the Crow will always live in my mind, but there's going to be a separate side of the coin, and that coin will be owned by Bill Skarsgård. Now, the overall story of The Crow is a horror revenge love story, and it's based off the 1989 comic. But the director, Rupert Sanders, has said that he is going in a new direction, a new incarnation of the story, and he considers this film to be a tribute to Brandon Lee's memory. Now, with any reboot or remake, there's always artistic liberties that go along with it. And it looks like that they are taking a huge artistic liberty with this and going, even though they're going in a new direction, they're going to stay loyal to the original story. But this is from the words of the director himself. They are taking the modern day artists to update Draven's appearance, and that they were inspired by creators and influencers like Post Malone and Lil Peep to conjure a relatable character. I know it's happening again, and I am seeing the punk rock version of the Joker in my head. I'm going to have faith. He went on to say that he's hoping that people who are 19 years old can look at this film and go, that's me, and they can relate to him. Crow Reboot is supposed to fly into theaters on June the 7th, 2024, so we got a couple of months to see where this goes, or how many more pictures leak, or I hope this doesn't flop. I hope we don't have another Madam Web. I don't want to be cynical, man, but I normally try to stay pretty positive about most things. I'm just here to be entertained and to spread entertainment. I don't try to be too critical, but kind of torn on this one, the beloved and memorable character of Brandon Lee's Crow spun up in modern times. I don't know how to feel about it. How do you feel about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Are you excited about this? Do you think it's going to be a big giant flop? It's probably going to be a big giant flop, isn't it? It's probably going to be a big giant flop. Like and subscribe for more. It's going to flop. Like and subscribe for more geeky adventures and be able to stay up on the cutting edge of all nerd entertainment. And I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye, everybody.